It's engine time. So I got this engine just over a year ago off of eBay. It cost £40. It was local, so I bagged it. I don't know anything about it at the time. The seller said it had been taken out sometime in the late 90s. It had been running when removed, but other than that, he didn't know anything about it himself. So let's have a look, see what we've got. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do too much work on this engine. I was planning to just clean it up, change the seals and throw it in. The carbs and inlet manifold I bought separately. One of them even works. The oil pump's missing. That's no big deal. I've got one of those somewhere. It came with a distributor though. I've still got the exhaust manifold from the old engine. No real signs of oil leaks or anything. It's even got oil in it. Let's check the spark plugs. Looks okay. Broken, but okay. Little bit of oil on this one. I hope that's not going to be a problem. And the last one's okay. This looks good. Hardly any wear on this. Time to see if it turns over. I've not even tried this before, so it could be seized for all I know. No, moves okay. It's a bit tight, but nothing unexpected. So let's drain the oil. That's a little... not sure what that is. Water, maybe? Well, time to get the missing bits together and see if this fires up. So I dug through my stash. And did a bit of shopping. that should do. I wanted to get the manifold off first. I remember this bolt from like 10 years ago. Talk about poor access. I gave the oil pump a clean first. The pressure valve was seized, so it was a good job I checked. I packed the pump with Vaseline to help prime it. The bolts I was supplied were actually too long, so I just bodged it for now. The fuel pump was next. And the inlet manifold. Then the distributor. I couldn't get it working properly, so I gave it a bit of a cleaning. Checked and adjusted the gap. And it worked just fine. A new oil pressure sensor. And some shiny new fuel hoses. I'm just throwing all this together for the moment so I can test it. I'm making a lot of shortcuts, but even this is too bad for my liking. The carbs need a good service, but I've just got them moving for now. I had this great idea to make up a dolly for this so I could wheel the engine around. Like so. The breather hoses were all rotted. so they got replaced. Then I tested the starter. And it was time to get the engine on the ground. Where my dolly immediately broke. And again. Easy to see what went wrong. This wasn't my best work. I binned the dolly idea for now, and I just wedged it up with blocks. I kept the hoist in place in case it slipped off. So I added some fresh oil and turned it over. I was just checking at this point to see if it had any oil pressure. The light there is hooked up to the pressure switch. It took a minute, but it was fine. Now a compression test. Oh, wasn't expecting that. Basically nothing in all cylinders. That's not good. Still, I'd already done all this work, might as well try starting it. But nothing. It wasn't even trying to fire. It certainly had spark. even a little bit of compression. I know it had fuel too. I even tried some starting fluid, but that made no difference. In the end, I realised the carbs weren't even sucking any air in. So I checked the valve clearances. The inlets are fine, but there's something funky going on with the exhaust valves. I just can't figure out what. So, I guess I'm going to have to tear the engine down and see what's going on. But I'll get into that in the next video. Thanks for watching this one. I'll catch up with you next time.